Alright, how's it doing, guys? So we just had a live stream this morning, and I was planning on getting a bit more work done than what I did, but my internet decided to take a crap, so we ended it at about 11:30. There will be a thing up here for the live stream if you'd like to see it. I'm setting up right now to get iron down here. This is what I was working on at the time, is we do not have enough sulfuric acid at all. So I'm having to revert back to using iron and sulfuric acid and making sulfur from petroleum gas, which we have tons of. By doing this, we will actually get more oil processing done, which means we'll get more of the acid stuff that we need for making sulfuric acid. And I set up a pump here that will stop if we are filling up down here on sulfuric acid. So this will have to go first before this. This is actually set to 10K because amazingly, this thing, even though we have a pump on here, it stays about 1K all the time. It goes a little bit below, but it even says our pumping speed is not that fast. And our pipe is very, very low, but I'm not sure why that tank is not completely empty. But that should help us with getting some sulfuric acid up here so we can make more of our hydrofluoric acid, which we're in desperate need of. And we also need more up here for our containment canisters, whatever they're called, I forget the name of them. These things are solution containers. So we need to keep this thing moving. I may even have to put some modules in here to get it moving a little bit faster, because we are not keeping up on the amount of titanium and stuff that we need, which is probably going to be one of the next things that I work on. Is we have the research done. Hey, look, we did actually finally catch up. That's good. Anyways, we did get this here, which is making ingots rather than making plates out of our niobium, gold, lead as well, and titanium. And then I'm guessing we can turn those into plates. So we're going to look at that soon. I did get a lot more research done as well during the live stream. Currently, I'm just working on getting the flammables and stuff like that up to level 6. So they are at the end of the regular research before space research. And the next one I'm going to do once I get all of these, which I only have the lab, the braking speed, and the inserter. And then we'll be done with those. And then we have hydrogen refinement. Oh, we have mining production that we can take up to 4. No, we can take up to 3. So we got to do that once more. And then we can do the space science pack. But I want to get this fusion energy done so we can make a portable fusion reactor for my suit here. Because what we actually did in the live stream was clear out a whole bunch of biters. That's all we basically got done, other than that little bit of sulfuric acid stuff that I did down there. So I was planning on setting up a whole bunch of railways and new ore processing, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But we have this little blockade here. These are all lasers. I just put a whole row of lasers across there. We have another one over here and another one down here. I do notice there's actually biters right there. I'm going to have to get rid of those. I don't know how I missed them before they spread into this area. But that, and then over here I've got this bit. There's a bunch of water right here, so I don't think these guys are going to come around into this area. If they do come through there, I'll have to deal with it. But the way I have these set up, the track is kind of in the way of the lasers, so I may have to adjust that to do that. I did put the wall all the way down to here, which hasn't got completed yet, but I'll deal with that later. I haven't had any trying to move into that area yet, and I can now move these artillery that are looking at that area out a bit further when I need to, or to a different area like over here. So I will be setting up more ore processing and stuff out here, taking down this wall here and this set of turrets, which we are now making uranium bullets as well. You can see we actually have pretty much full uranium and piercing ammo on that belt. I'll take you over here and show you what I did, except you'll see our first rocket is ready to go. There is a fish loaded, so let's launch our first rocket. To infinity and beyond! And there we go. And so long, and thank you for all the fish. So, game is finished. We're done. Alright, so now that can go ahead and build me more rockets. And we can get started on the science stuff next time. I just wanted to get that first one out and get the fish achievement, because you gotta do the fish achievement. I don't know how you can send off a rocket without putting a fish in it. Anyways, down here where our uranium is being centrifuged, which we still have not used yet, other than what I'm using it for now, I set up this right here for making bullets. I did mess this up because that needs to go there. So basically all of my 235 is going to be coming down here into this chest, and then the 238 will be used for making bullets. And as you can see, we still have plenty of them being made. I do need to get this connected back over here so these can empty out on that belt. But basically what we're doing is all of the piercing ammo that is on the belt has been put into a complete loop around, and I have disconnected where they come from being produced up here. Walked my butt all the way up here. So originally they were coming across this line here, and getting put onto the belt right here. And I disconnected that, connected this straight. So all of the piercing rounds will come all the way around the base, back in, get upgraded to uranium, and then sent back out. And I haven't even upgraded myself to having uranium yet because I really don't need them at the moment. But that has been what we have been working on. I have had a few problems with my reactor not adjusting correctly, and I figured out why. This here kept saying it was at like -3, and I didn't know why. And the reason was because on these, I still had it set for read hand content, and it's only supposed to read the hand content of the first one. All the other ones are supposed to say just enable and disable. So it was actually saying that it was taking them out, or that it was putting them in but never taking them out. So then it would end up getting stuck and not turn back on. So I think I have it fixed now. I think it should run better. And we have been having to use that quad reactor down there quite a bit. As you can see, we're still using the dual reactor setup up here as well. And I think this one may have... Yep, this one has the same issue. So if you ever have this problem, you just switch this to multiply and back to add, and then that will remove, so it says 0. So now once it takes it out, then it'll tell it that it can put in another set. So take those out. Now it just took one out. So now it is at 1. So when we are low on energy, it'll tell it can put another one in, but it won't until that point. And that is about it for today. I'm going to keep an eye on the new setup down there for sulfuric acid, see if it starts keeping up better with making these containment things, so we can keep making our rich dust over here. That was the main issue, was we just were not making enough of that. I am going to be putting in I am thinking about doing the these, except I don't know what I'm going to do with all the uranium and thorium, because right now this one can't run because we're full on uranium again. And this one is probably the same issue. Yep, we're full on thorium again. So unless there's a way to use uranium or thorium for something other than power, I just can't make enough power to use up this thorium and uranium quick enough. So as much as I want to, I don't know that I'm going to be able to. Yeah, thorium looks like it's making cells, or whatever this thing is, can destroy every item, can vent oxygen, water, and turn steam and dirty water back into water, cannot handle nuclear waste. So it's just, yeah, that's just being able to destroy things, which I don't want to do. And then there's this machine can nearly replicate any item you put into it. So that would be making extra, which we don't want to do. So I guess we're going to have to go with just making most of our titanium, thorium, gold from our rich dust. as we keep up with stuff. And it looks like our reactor did not turn back on correctly. So I'm going to go have to take a look at that. But I will leave you guys here while I figure this mess out. I'm going to attempt again today to do another stream and actually get the processing area built, and then I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, so this is out of power. This should have been at 0, and I think that's the reason why we have this messed up. Let's change that back. There we go. Okay. So it was because we messed with it that it did it, except why is it now putting in 5? It should have not put in 5 of them. We see now it's at -2. Oh, I think it's because it's staying at 0 when I mess with that, so it's doing it. I just have to get it to like that. And that should fix it. See, now I'm at -2. I'll have to wait until the power gets back up and try to reset it. But anyways, I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys. And I'll see you next time.